inside the Forum in Los Angeles, as the scene for this NBA World Championship now comes from the Atlantic to the Pacific Ocean. 17,500 expected here. They will boo the Celtics and they will cheer the Lakers. And if you want a ringside seat, it'll cost you $100. Back in Boston, they looked at all those championship banners. But here in Los Angeles, they keep their eye on the floor. It's Game 3, the Celtics and the Lakers on CBS. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome. I'm Brent Musburger. As you already know, we have had two completely contrasting games. But now we have a change in the format for this World Championship schedule. Instead of 2-2 and then 1-1-1 in terms of home games the rest of the way, the next three games are going to be played right here in Los Angeles. This afternoon and then Wednesday night and Friday night. What impact will that have? Well, in the National Hockey League, the Edmonton Oilers have gone home in each of the last two seasons under the 2-3-2, and they have never let the other team get out of Edmonton. They have swept away to back-to-back Stanley Cup titles. But if we go back in NBA history to the late 40s and the 50s, 4 times they played this 2-3-2, and in none of the 4 occasions did the team with the middle 3 games at home, as the Lakers have here, win the World Championship. So who knows? Will we go the way of the National Hockey League, or will it be past NBA? Only time will tell. It's time now for the tip-off of Game 3, and let's go down to Dick Stockton and Tommy Heinsohn. Dick?
Thank you very much, Brent, and this is the most boisterous I've ever heard a Forum crowd before the opening tip-off. They are ready for the game today, and Casey Jones, the Celtics coach, told us yesterday the Lakers were not aggressive in Game 2. They were outright dirty, and for the first time in anyone's memory, the Lakers initiated the rough stuff instead of retaliating, and of course that has set the mark. Larry Bird talked about what that means for the Celtics. I expect a fierce game off the boards today, and that is the barometer of the aggressiveness in this game. But I know that my partner Tom Heinsohn thinks that we will see a lot right off the top in this game in significance.
Very important, Dick, for one team or the other to inflict their will and style on the other. The Lakers want a fast break, up-tempo the game. The Celtics want good selection of shots and make the Lakers play defense with their feet rather than get out on a fast break.
All right, and so the lineups for this game number 3, same as it's been throughout. Parish, Robert Parish, the Celtics center, suffered a contusion in the lower back. He is not 100%, but as Red Auerbach said, it's playoff time and you come to play, whatever ailments you have. There is Parish, and there is Kareem, who had 30 points in game number 2. We're set to go. Lakers control. Byron Scott. He has been ice cold and has missed his first 7 shots in the first 2 games.
Well, they want to get him off early, Dick, so that he can get and feel like a winner in this series.
So we're now in the test of wills, Tom, the tempo game. Bird. And McHale. Parish. And a loose ball foul against the Celtics.
Immediately, I see some good blocking out, Dick, by the Lakers on that offensive board, something that they used quite effectively in Game 2.
Earl Strom and Hugh Evans are the officials, and John Vanek is the alternate for this game. Dennis Johnson is guarding Magic Johnson, and Kareem goes inside and is fouled by Robert Parish. Tommy, to what extent is Parish's injury suffered in Game 2 going to affect him here?
Well, they count on Parish really running up and down that court and blocking out and grabbing those rebounds. If he can't run and jump, they're in serious trouble.
Kareem got the ball in good position, and the Lakers start out 4-zip.
They haven't done it with the fast break, however. It's been their half-court game.
And the Laker coaches told us yesterday, we don't feel we can win a half-court game with Boston. Dennis Johnson misses, knocked out of bounds, Laker ball. But already you can see Boston really pounding the offensive board a lot more.
Well, they're double-teaming McHale on the boards. They're sending 2 guys, the Lakers, to block McHale out.
Again to Kareem. Rambis in the lane. And a loose ball foul, this time against the Lakers and Kurt Rambis.
Pat Riley wants to use as many power forwards as he can to really bother Kevin McHale, put him through a torture test, and Rambis is going to bang hard as he can.
This is where Casey Jones talked about Celtic patience. Inside to McHale. Make that extra pass, and that's one way of stopping the Laker fast break. Worthy coming right back on the baseline. Throws up an air ball. Parish finds Ainge. 2-on-1 Boston. Bird back to Ainge.
They want to get the ball of Kevin McHale as much as possible. There's not one single Laker that can guard McHale, they feel. Beautiful pass inside, but the patience develops that inside game. And also, that time I saw the Lakers not really rotating quickly down to help out on that play.
The personal foul was on Byron Scott. Danny Ainge, hot hand missing early, had a groin pull after a tremendous first quarter, first game shooting effort, and we're tied. Lakers have won 24 out of 25 at home since February 1st. Worthy, Kareem, and a loose ball foul against the Lakers.
Well, I think the officials may have read the paper about all this banging and scrapping underneath because they're trying to clean it up early. As McHale ends up with Kareem trying to block him out. Sweet move by Kareem to take it off on the weak side, but can't connect.
Rambis with his second personal foul. So we could see McAdoo coming in early if Rambis gets his third. We have a whistle and a push. James Worthy called for the personal foul. And the Lakers have picked up a bunch in the early moments, and we have just under 10 minutes to go in the first period.
Well, Pat Riley's been worried about Worthy making foolish fouls. That was a foolish foul right in the open court.
Bird looked behind him with Worthy, took the shot, gets the rebound, loses the ball. And now a jump between Rambis and Bird. But Larry Bird looks to be far more aggressive on the inside game in the early going here.
Well, they took the outside shot a couple of times, trying to mix it up and keep the Lakers guessing as to where he's going to be.
Controlled by the Lakers. Tie at 4. Each team has dominated in the first half of the first two games. Celtics by 30 in game 1. Lakers led by 18 at halftime Thursday night. Kareem with his second basket.
But they're not getting the fast break going that they count on so much, these Lakers, early in this game. So it appears to me in the very early minutes that the Celtics are controlling the tempo.
A lot of people don't think Kareem can come back with another sensational game at his age. What do you think?
I'll tell you, it was a Hall of Fame game in itself. Anybody who played that type of game at his age automatically qualified. I don't know if he can do it at 38. It's a real challenge.
They bring Parish all the way up on top. McHale banging with Rambis. They double and triple him, and he scores anyway. The impossible matchup is Kevin McHale.
Well, they're trying to take Kareem Abdul-Jabbar defensively out of the play by moving Parish way up high. He was causing them some problems in game 2 because he was hanging below the foul line and double teaming and blocking some shots. So an adjustment made by the Celtics.
Johnson going in. Magic Johnson hasn't really gotten going in that kind of brand of basketball yet in this series. Parish with a baseline shot.